everybody. Welcome to your Power Talk for your peak potential every Monday night, coming at you live. How many have we done so far?
This is my third one.
This is your third one?
This is your fourth or fifth one.
I think it's 5. So, woo! We're almost to the double hand.
This is Dr. Julia.
Yeah, Dr. Julia, owner and chiropractor at Peak Potential Family Chiropractic. And this is the magnificent Sam Ra, who joins us. And today we are talking about something super cool, which is a philosophy known as Wabi Sabi. Doesn't that just even sound cool?
It does.
It does.
Wasabi.
Yeah, not wasabi. Do you guys like Chinese or
Sushi.
Sushi? I do. Do you, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Wabi Sabi is a Chinese philosophy.
No, Japanese.
Japanese.
That was a major key mistake.
Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. That's what we're trying to talk about.
Yeah, but that's what
perfect.
wasabi is. Wabi Sabi is. It's that
So it's
perfection lies in imperfection.
in the imperfection.
Yes.
So just his little mix-up right there. That's just it. Right there. But yes, it's a very ancient and traditional Japanese philosophy in that the beauty lies within the contrast of the perfect and the imperfect, or the black and the white, and that's really where true beauty and true art and true love and everything lies, right?
Yeah. And, you know, I think everybody's kind of searching for perfect, but when you realize, you know, like art, what is perfect in art? Mm-hmm. Really, it's just some idea, but you really can't compare anything with anything else.
Yeah.
You know, it's in art, so it's Wabi Sabi.
Yeah, exactly. So where we first heard about this was last Thursday. We were at a chiropractic gathering, and Dr. Jeremy Fowl, amazing chiropractor here in the Twin Cities, he was talking about it, and it was super cool. So we decided to research it ourselves and then talk about it and share it with you guys, because it's super important and it's really, really valuable to realize that the perfection is within the progress of any journey that you are on, and it's not at the end of the line. It's not when everything is quote unquote perfect.
That's a really good point, and the progress of it. So a good example of this, a couple weeks ago, we were at a guitar shop, and there was a guitar there from 1940.
Yeah.
This thing was beat up. It's, you know, had a lifespan of however many years that is, 76, 77 years. And the thing was $20,000.
Yeah.
Like, this guitar is $20,000. And it's not because, you know, it's like this perfect right out of the shop guitar. It's the story and the history and all of its flaws and all the things that it's accumulated over its lifetime that made it perfect.
Yeah.
All these little imperfections made this guitar perfect and very valuable.
Yeah. So that's just like you guys watching out here. You are perfect within your imperfections. And that's just like Sam. And that's just like me. And I think that that's such a key thing to constantly be reminding ourselves and knowing that that's the truth. That we are perfect exactly the way that we are. And we like striving for some end goal of what we deem to be perfect is not necessarily real, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a good similar term is done is better than perfect. So if you have a project that, you know, is taking a considerable amount of time, where it's like, hey, I just have a little bit more, let me just get it a few more steps and then it's done. Well, a few more steps always turns into a few more steps.
Yeah.
You know, it's just get it done and put it out there, and then start another project and get feedback on the project that you just put out. And I'm obviously, I'm talking like in terms of like music.
But I think you should brings up an interesting point for me, that talk about FIDF and how that relates.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Okay, so Sam, he's working with this company, Minnetonka Audio, who they have this really cool guy named Jeff. He works a few doors down from our practice, and if you ever come to our practice, which I hope you guys all do, and if you ever see an older gentleman in all white with long hair walking the parking lot, I'm sure he probably even does it in the winter. That's Jeff. And make sure that you say hi, because he will brighten your day by just you talking to him. So Sam works with them. They're really great and really cool. And he has this really excellent product called FIDF. I don't even know. Is this even allowed to be talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're starting to use it throughout the industry.
Top secret stuff going on here. But it's called FIDF, and what it does is that it adds an element that is missing from recorded music that is in live music. And it adds that, what they were able to do is they were able to find the missing frequency and add that to recorded music to make it feel like subconsciously like live. And what they're actually adding, right, is that like imperfection, that human element back to the music. That's
a good point. I was wondering how you were going to tie these two things together, but yeah, that's exactly right. It brings the human element back into the recording. Yeah, because a lot of times you can record it and you can make it sound pitch perfect. But again, that's when you hear someone live, that's not real. So yeah. I just think, like, compare today's radio music to like 1970s stuff. Yeah. Like the Rolling Stones would not fit in with on the radio today. That's true. You know. But they've built a lifelong career, and their perfection lies in their imperfection and their vulnerability. Yeah. That's another term we could tie in with Wabi Sabi.
And the authenticness of it all. That's real, that's true, that's authentic, instead of it being cookie cutter and like fake, essentially. And how Dr. Jeremy really explained it, which was a good way for me to understand it, was he was talking about pottery. And he really enjoys pottery, making it and collecting it. And he had a teacher that would just like, you know, he'd be spinning it. And I don't know how to do that, but I think it would be super cool to learn. But he was spinning the pot, the bowl or something, and it was like, it slipped, so it wasn't, you know, perfect. It like right at the end, it like was messy and got different, right? It got unique. And the teacher was like, oh, Wabi Sabi, you know? And it was just like, that's how it was supposed to be, that the perfection of that lies within the imperfection of that bowl. And then that bowl then has a story, and that bowl then has, you know, a personality to it. I think that's just so important to remember with us too, and especially kind of where I come in with this is your healing process. Is that I think a lot of times we're programmed and we think that we're broken, which I just think is so sad and so disempowering that people they've been told and they think that they're broken. Because one, they don't, you know, look like someone or something that they want to, or two, they don't feel a certain way, or three, they're experiencing sort of health expression. And what I am here to do is to tell you guys that you're definitely very far from broken. I have a practice member who, after pretty much, I mean, I say whatever needs to be said at the end of an adjustment, but usually it's usually along the lines of like, very nice, very good, like you're all set for the day, you know, really good. And when she laughs every time and she's like, are you ever gonna say that it's bad, that it's bad and it's not good? And I'm like, no, like honestly, you're never gonna hear that come out of my mouth, because you have an infinite amount of perfection within you, and I really just want you to hear that and resonate from that. that you have an infinite amount of perfection within you. And what I'm so honored to do is to connect you with that infinite perfection that is running through your body, that is connecting you to this universal intelligence that we have, that is connecting you with the people around you in your life. So that's where I come in with that, is Wabi Sabi, right? That, yeah, no, you're perfect. Let's honor that and let's amplify that versus trying to find what's wrong with you and fix that because somehow you're broken. And that's not the truth. You all have your stories and you all have your journeys, but I think we all can agree that everything that has happened to you, good or bad, has made you the person that you are, which then makes you the person that you are, so then you can go out and either like share that with the world and help people, or just be the best version that you can be. And that's with then finding the perfection within the imperfection. You have anything to add to that?
I do not, other than I want to hear everybody who watches what they've learned from the video today.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to get some comments.
Yeah.
And
how do you guys apply Wabi Sabi to your life? Hey, Andy. Hi.
So, anything to add?
It's just that, no, but I just hope that you guys really listened with this and you let this sit and resonate, because I think on the surface you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense, but then when you actually think about it, so Sam a lot, me a moderate amount, have done a lot of work and studied this brilliant doctor. His name is DeMartini, Dr. John DeMartini, and if you're looking kind of for more information on this without using the actual terms Wabi Sabi, definitely look into him. And I'm going to let Sam kind of explain his philosophy, because he's really studied him a lot. So
okay, yeah, I guess I didn't even think to tie DeMartini's work in with this. So DeMartini's work very, very much focuses on, Dr. DeMartini focuses on, people accumulate a lot of different things that kind of bog them down through life.
Yeah.
And what Dr. DeMartini does is finds how that thing that you feel is bogging you down actually benefits you. So you feel it as an imperfection. He gives you the key to find that, no, that's a perfection of you, and you're able to then empower yourself and move through that event or that thing that bogs you down, and
versus that being your continuous story. So then you continuously make the same choices, which then continuously give you the same results. Once you're able to flip your mindset on the things that have happened in your life and the people in your life, that's huge. That's then when you can create new actions, which then create new results, so that you can actually live the life you were meant to live.
Yes. So that's a good example of Wabi Sabi, actually, just in more non-Japanese philosophical terms, I guess.
Yeah, and he really focuses on how everything is balanced, that you do not have the white without the black, which then actually brings you into the gray.
Yes. So if you have more questions about that stuff, definitely reach out. Like, I've done a number of his courses and studied him thoroughly, so I'd definitely be able to talk more about that. Yeah. This is kind of brief. I didn't even I was put on the spot, but
No, that's a perfect explanation of what it is.
Yeah.
Is again finding the perfection within the imperfection, and then truly learning to love that, because it's one thing to just say like, oh yeah, okay, that's an imperfection, I guess I'll live with that, but no, like really truly
seeing how that benefits you.
Yeah, and really truly owning that and learning to love that about yourself and about the people around you is huge. And also just again, Wabi Sabi, and the fact that everything is a process. It's not one thing, it's a series of things which really make up your life. So And that's where the beauty lies. The beauty lies in the process. The beauty is not necessarily in the end goal. It's in the day-to-day, moment-to-moment aspect that you get to live your life. And if you're living that from a place of love and authenticity, then your light within really does get to shine through. And then you get to share that with the people around you and make the world a better place.
Yes. So share any comments. What did you guys pick up from the lesson today?
Yeah.
And we'll be back next Monday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Also, if there's something that you guys want us to talk about, or something that, any questions, or something that intrigues you.
Questions or a specific topic.
Yeah.
You know, we're open to them because we're always just kind of coming up with what are we going to talk about a couple days before.
Yeah.
So
and
we're open.
Yeah. I know Alexa, she wants me and Sam to do a video where we cook together. So
probably not.
Sam is probably not.
Not going to do that. But
what if you guys want to see Sam and Julia take the kitchen show, then maybe if we get enough votes on it, maybe we should do like a poll.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Okay, bye.